Hello everybody and welcome back to Umber Bay in City Skylines, where the seawall is complete. Now, I do not believe that this is going to stop a tidal wave completely. So, and depending on the angle, that area down here might actually need one more up here, but we're going to hold off on that for just a second and a little while. Actually, now that I think about it, up here probably could use like I got all the oceanic ones done, but I think this one could use some ones on land as well, real quick. Just like that, and then just like no? Oh, too close to the water. Okay. And just like that. So yeah. Now the problem here is that these kind of just channel the water into this plains area, which is kind of a problem, but we'll figure that out. Maybe we'll have like a canal that runs like along here that will just catch all the water. Which wouldn't actually be very effective now that I think about it, if just it's going to get flooded by the tidal wave anyways. But it makes me feel that this area is secure enough to actually start building in. So we have water over here. Why do we have water over here?
Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
That's interesting. It is evaporating way, but or maybe not. Let's look at the terrain. You know what? Let's try to do some smoothing. See if that will kind of bump it up and out. Or yeah, to just kind of throw it out of here. So, but you can kind of see that there's quite a bit of water that can stack up. Oh, I see what's going on. It's flooding in from over here. So what we're going to do then is just, let's get a slightly higher elevation. Can we get a slightly higher elevation? Like right there. And then just raise up the land right here so that that can't back up, and it will be light enough that no one will notice, but it'll be heavy enough that it should stop the water. Did that actually raise it? Maybe oh, I was using the wrong tool. Might help if I use the right tool, yes? So something up there, and then just build it up along here, because we just want to stop the water from flowing into the area. So, just like that. And that will be good. Now, that being said, that means this area is more flood prone, so we will have to watch that. Now, I did say I wanted some basic industry over here. No, not that. But if we're going to build up here, we can easily just build that industry up here as well, because I do kind of want all of this housing, maybe a little more housing up here, and then industry, the foresting industry back here, where it's actually the darkest green. So we will need an exit up here to get to it as well. But that being said, we should actually start placing down services and stuff over here to get that going at least. They will need trash. I don't think they'll need a large recycling center. This is not a very large area. That's not a road though, is it? That is. Okay then. We'll put that right there. And that being said, we do need a tram station right off the end of this. Was that not enough? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Just like that. That still is not a turnaround though, so we will need one of those. In which we will just pull this out a little. Pull this out a little and connect. Just like that. We need to pull the water through here, obviously. There's a little bit of power generation over there, but for the most part, I do need to run a power line all the way out to these guys. Of course, once I build the industry up here, I could just run a smaller one through there. But for the time being, let's keep it paused because I do need to actually see where I'm putting everything. Healthcare. We have just one big hospital that services the entire area. Oh, that's right. The sauna medical helicopter. That's enough room on each side for the big one. Yes, the big one, in fact. Big police station. And that fits so nice. Of course, there's probably going to be a lot of water generation right there now. So that will be something I will have to deal with. But anywho, education. If we did a book bank, because the book bank does so many more children. Can I actually put this off of this road? I could. It would eat up a lot of that. That's on the water. So yeah, let's have that one right there. That one right there. Have all of the primary services right next to each other, other than the cemetery, because the cemetery would need to go somewhere else. Although I can still have it pretty close. I do want housing though. And this needs to be commercial all along here. Yeah, I guess I'll just place it right. I kind of liked it right there. So, and that is actually all the services. So let's start getting the houses in here. We will have over here actually high density. Yeah, the 3x4s. That'll just be a 2x4. 2x4. Actually, no. Let's get rid of that. Let's build it off of this side so that it is somewhat even. Just like that. And then we'll have some really small houses next to the water. Because they will distort the land a little. And I don't want them to distort it too much. So. Oh, that worked out really well. Actually, these can be 4. Those two can be 4. And that worked out really well because of that too. Luck for the win. And then just a small 3 in the middle. And then down this road, we can have a few houses going. I might put a tram line through these somehow. I'm not quite sure how at the moment, but it would seem pertinent to do so. Just to line it up, because it'd look so much nicer if they were lined up. I did create some of the assets too, so there's going to be a lot of good 1x2 parks to just throw in between all of these, although I'm not sure if it's going to provide enough entertainment or parkiness, should I say? Yeah, just like that. So we have one area. In this one, I think we'll throw the high density just down the center rather, and then around it low density. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, and it worked out perfect. Very nice. I love it when it works out perfect. I feel like I should have this high density too, but and again, let's start from this side so it kind of evens out. Just like that. And then from this side so it evens out. And then we'd have a 4 right there. We'll start on this side rather, because that side's kind of, I don't know, a little janky. Like that. Actually, you know what? If we did it that way, we could have the 2 in the middle. I like that a little bit more. Symmetry for the win. Please, say 8. I beg of you. Again, if you have not seen Soul Eater, it's not a half bad anime to get into. It is more of a guy's anime, so if you are a girl, expect to see expected stuff of guys anime. It's not vulgar in terms of what it shows. It's just there are more voluptuous women, not all the women, because obviously it deals with I'd say, actually I don't even know how old the characters are supposed to be, but they're supposed to be younger, but there are a couple adult females who kind of shake what they have sometimes. So especially in the first episode, the witch Blair, and most notably when witch Blair goes against the Mizune witches when they combine. They kind of go Transformers. It's kind of weird. Or not Transformers, Power Rangers, like a Megazord. They stack up and turn into one big person. So, anywho, enough of the oddity talk. We're placing down houses. Again, I think I'm just going to do high density down the middle and then low density around the outsides, because that seems to be a little nicer looking. And just the fact that it's cut up like this makes it a little more difficult. And since I don't have all of my assets done yet, I can't just place down the parks and then just strip it across, unfortunately. I will work on those a little bit more today. I do have some in here, but in fact, I have some that I can place down. But like along this, actually I'll show those off right now. They're nothing fancy. They're just something I threw together really quick. This one is the 1x2. Okay. That's right. I can't see where they would go though. Okay. Okay, 4 on that side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So like that, and then consistently 4 across. And I did make it so that they use electricity, but the good thing about that means that they perpetuate the energy. So, and that's right, that one's a 2. So yeah, just some little parks, nothing too impressive. They can handle, I think I need to change how many people they can handle though, because I think 150 might be a bit much for them. But nonetheless, the range is pretty small. It's like each park may overlap each other, but a little, or not just overlap each other a little, but may reach each other at that distance. So, and I do plan on making fancier parks eventually that do more and better, but will cost more and have more maintenance. But until then, Yeah. It's like getting really close to the water right there. But that's why I built it inwards a little. Perfect. But yeah, so all around the edges, I'll put the 2s. But that being said, I really need to get the what was I gonna say? I really do need them to kind of start coming in so that I can see it a little better. Because that is one of the bigger problems about trying to place parks before people are actually in. And I can have a bigger park right there, of which I do not have made yet. Now here, I think just high density right in this middle section. We'll stick with the middle idea, but since this is such a big area, we'll have it like right down the middle. See, let's do one side, that way we can see what the other needs to be, rather than trying to visually count it. Turns out so even too, just with the 4s. How is this area doing that? Because, oh gosh dang it. I usually have a problem where it doesn't end up even on the other side. Kind of like this one right there, but that's fine. That'll probably be 2 tall ones, and it'll create that little water spike, that issue that I had in Rockdale towards the end, but it's fine. So we'll house out this area too. And that's perfect. That can be left like that. And then I'll put low density around the outside. But yeah, I think the best plan would be to have each have a tram line that comes to it. So this one would come out here and probably attach to this. And that way, this central tram will get a lot of business, and then each of the side trams will get business based on who needs to go into their district area. So I kind of like that idea going into this. So we'll zone this out real quick. That one's going to be just a short one right there. Then we can flip around to this side because we can line it up with this one just like that. And the biggest thing I need to do though is get some power lines out here so that they know where to start building. Because that's going to be a pretty big issue too. Excuse me. I'm actually getting over whatever this is pretty quickly, so I'm enjoying that. And we'll put it right across the street. And I'll continue the outside ones only being this 2 deep. Oh, and that worked out pretty well. This road is going to be pretty loud. Maybe not on this end, but it is going to be pretty loud. So I'm kind of thinking maybe just commercial right there. Actually, yeah, it's just commercial along this edge. Then I'm not sure what to do back here, but I'll figure it out. So I don't want to build off onto that. So we will come back here and actually just build off of these. Ooh, that looks like it gets a little steep right there. This should be the 444. Yep. Perfect. 4 on that side, 4 on that side, and that matches up really nicely, and it looks like this will do the same. Very nice. Okay, so that's the residential for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with these, but there's definitely going to be some more residential over here. And then for street industry over here. But as for commercial, that is broken right there. I see that. So we'll just do 2 3s right there. I don't really want to build a lot next to this because right here is going to produce so much water. Maybe some very small on the backside that only comes out 2, because I can put it right there, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, maybe some smaller industry back here that only comes out 2. But as for in here, I do want some taller commercial. And I know I said industry, I meant commercial. I'm gonna park that because no reason for that not to be a park. And since this comes out so much, I am actually quite happy just parsing it out like that. Like that. And then this one can be a full 4. And then that lines up very nicely. Very good. And then some tall buildings right here, and then I'll have the rest of it low density. Ooh, this one's going to be a pain. We're just going to put a big 4 right there. I was about to say 3, but then I was like, you know what? That could really work for a 4. Yeah, we'll just do this full side. It actually breaks right there. It kind of looks like. No, it doesn't. Never mind. I lied. I'm sorry. But am I? Am I really? That bugs me. I could put something in there. Just something small, but something could go in there. Unless I put this back here, which would legitimize that being right there a little. And it breaks right there, so I shouldn't do anything with that. There is some gaps behind it, but it's getting really close. So I'll do a full 4 out right there where I can put something behind it, but not right here. Okay, and then low density. We'll put some back here. Just a bunch of little 2s, I think. So along the backside here. Just like that. And then over here, this is actually, it's spaced nicely, but that means I can't put any parks. So we'll do a 3, a 3, a 3, and then a 2, 2. This could be a big one. That could be a small one. This could be a pretty decent sized one. And then just 2, 2, 2. Oh, I want that to line up. Okay, fine. We'll make them a couple of them 3s. Then as for over here, it will come right up to the housing on that side. Put a 4 across there, 3 across there. No. Yeah, I want to leave that open. We'll put that up like that, though. Because I do want parks in here to make them happy, and I need to leave space to do that. Or for the parks. And, yeah. So, kind of mirror that, even though it's not actually mirrored. Leave some space, but we could put a full 3 right there, a full 3 right there, a 3 right there. I have 2 small ones right there. A full 3 right there, which I think mirrors that very nicely. And like that. And I think that will be... it. And I just thought of a very cynical name for this place. I think we will call this Floodplains. Or Floodplain City. It's gonna flood. I think we all know that. Right here was the water problem, so I do need to make sure that I put in some water services right there for sure, because that is definitely going to flood right through here. So, but I do need electricity down here. Now things will start to build up around these without me, so I do need to try to get the businesses to at least reach to there. So, I like it sitting right... Oh, but then you have to go and ruin the ride. Just barely reach across. Thank you. Then we do want to go up in this direction because we want to attach to the city up here. Then just straight across the highway. There, and just connect it up. Okay, so when I hit go, this is going to be quite the event. Actually, you know what? I do want to rezone some of the area up here. Specifically, these areas. I don't think I have any parks in here yet, so I do need to be careful and zone it appropriately. I wish I could just paint over it and be like, hey, yeah, this is now that, but you can't. And like, I get why it makes it so you don't accidentally paint over stuff you don't want, but there should be a mode in which you can do that. But anyways, this should create more demand for commercial, which is what we need in the floodplains at the moment, and less desire for industry, which we are going to get to, but don't need over there as well. So it's like they're just like these bumps in between. I might have to level out this area. Looks like someone's really trying to get a hold of me. The kind of cool thing about the iPad is that you can see calls that are coming in. Ooh, and we're almost out of time. Perfect timing though, because we can get all of this going just before. And we'll make it really small because that does look like it's kind of leaning pretty hard down there. We'll just make it really long. Okay, and well, actually, let's get rid of all the commercial too, so that that industry just starts building immediately. Like that, and go. So, how does this turn out? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know you don't have any power. We should see commercial growing in right here. Unless there's commercial elsewhere that didn't grow in. The industrial's coming in. We have commercial going up right there, which is kind of the side we need. No, this way, this way. I might have to string something around real quick because that is not coming in on the right side. Let us actually throw one of my new parks because I am going to eventually swap out all of the parks right there. And then since that side is not growing out very quickly, we're going to just string a line like that real quick. And give them power. Ooh, oh, wow. I put way too many lights at the parks. That is very illuminated. Oh, wow. Yeah. Good luck trying to get to sleep at night. There's no way that's going to happen. Ooh, wow. I think I need to edit the parks a little. Because all of them have it just an obnoxious amount of lights, that means. Oof, man. That's bad. Anywho, we do have stuff coming in, which is nice. Which is going to kill the demand for everything for quite some time. which is good because we are actually at the end of the episode. So thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like to... oh, gosh, what's going on? Am I out of power? I'm probably out of power. I am out of power. Okay. Let's go back to the power generation section. And we are out of room to put power. If you... please do leave a like, though, to... help promote the channel because well, yeah, it helps me out. The more the channel's promoted, the more I can do to get more content out, because YouTube is not a very cheap hobby to do. So to be able to get new games, I do need the channel promoted a little bit. So if you guys could please leave likes, do watch all the way to the end, and do well, if you're not subscribed and you're enjoying the content, please do subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave those in the comment section below, and I do believe that those help. That is not highway. So yeah, please do be vocal to help promote the channel as well. It'll help out significantly too. Anywho, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.